Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a 2009 Nissan Note petrol 1400, and what we're going to do is we've got a CV boot here that needs replacing. Got a wee pinhole in it, so it's letting the grease come out, so we've got to replace that. So we've got the new part. Okay, so when you get a box like this, usually contains a bag of grease as well as the clamps here, although a lot of the time I prefer to put the tie wraps round, but we'll try and see if these will clamp up. So what we've done, wheel off, axle stands up, several places. I even left the jack there as well. So what we're going to do is I'll put some penetrating fluid on here. Brakes have got to come off, so the whole caliper will come off. That's a 17mm right in there, and we'll get them off. We'll hang the brake up out the way, and that'll give us a bit more clearance. We need also to take this knuckle joint off here, and this might be it's quite rusted on there, but we'll see what we can do, and we'll proceed as necessary. Right guys, so Ross has got a 17mm. We've got the rattle gun on there, so we'll just take that off. Right guys, so we've got this off now. We've just got like a little meat hook thing here. We're going to hang it up here on the spring, well out of the way. Right up, well out of the way, and that's it. That'll make that nice and safe. Now we can get these bolts off as well. Okay, so we're going to get this tie rod end off, and so we're just going to break that loose, get that one off before we get these knuckle joint one off as well. Right guys, so we're just going to give that a wee tap and break that link there. Okay, so that's got that pretty loose now. We'll just get that off. That's it. That's tie rod off there. Right guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I get this ABS sensor wire out of the way. And basically what I've done is, that's it there, put a wee flathead screwdriver and basically pulled it this away. So that's off. Get that wee grommet off there as well. That wee grommet off there. We'll just hang that one up out the way. We don't need any breakages at all. Okay, we're going to need to get this nut off in the center here, and we're going to need to get these nuts off. Maybe I think what we'll do is take this one off first. Okay, so this is a 30mm socket, so we'll try and get that. We'll try and get it off with a rattle gun. See if what we can do. So that's off. Right guys, so these are proving to be a bit of a pig. So we've got a breaker bar on that end, breaker bar on that end, and we've also got a piece of pipe that we're using to break it free, and it has actually just gone. So we're breaking that free. Sometimes this is what's needed. We had to tap this 17 that side, 16 that side. Don't, well, and this one actually, because it's the extractor one, so you can see the way that is. So it's spinning nicely now. We'll get that one on and we'll get back to you. Right guys, so we've got these off now. Sorry about the camera work, we're trying to hold it and do this. Got this off now. What we need to do now is we've given this a tap. We've given that a tap there, and hang on a minute, I'm trying to give that a tap just there, and this will now push out. We might have to, I've unloosened this bottom ball joint. Okay guys, so we've actually managed to get this drive shaft out of the knuckle without taking this bottom ball joint off, which is good. So what we're going to do now, we're going to snap these two bands here, and then we're going to get the new knuckle on. So I've got a craft knife, and I've actually just cut that down. I've just cut that down and cut that off. So I'll get this old boot off there, and give this a bit of a clean down. Clean around here. We've got no grease. This CV joint is okay. We don't need any. We don't need a new joint. It's all right. It's working quite the thing. So we'll just leave that as it is. Clean that off, and we'll clean round here as well. Now what I'm going to do, I've got the new boot here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it inside out. I'm going to turn it inside out like that, and inside that, and then we'll go like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch this. I'm going to stretch that actually over here first, and try and get this over here. I have actually got, just to make it easier, I've got a bit of dish soap. So what I might do is I might actually no. What I might do is I'll keep that off of there actually guys, because that's going to be inside. I don't want it breaking down the grease, so that's all cleaned off again. So I'm going to put it inside here like that, and especially inside this small end here. We'll get some of that in there, and then we're going to put that off. So we're going to put that on there like that. Okay. Try it then. So what it is, it's a stretch. So yeah, we pull this through. It is a stretch then to get it over here. So we'll stretch that over there, and then we'll run this up, and we'll get that on. So you just got to be steady, get these things on and over, and then eventually you're going to get this on, slide this up here, then we're going to turn it around the other way. Right guys, so that was an absolute struggle, but we got it on, and now we're going to turn it the right way around. I suggest what you do when you guys do it, you can buy like a spreader that spreads the things out. I suggest you do that because that was a real pig to do. But anyway, we've got it done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it inside out. I'm going to fill this full of the grease, and then we'll put the bands on. Right guys, so we'll get our grease in here now. All that put in there, and that'll protect your CV joint, so we'll get that in there, kind of like that. And we'll get this over here and onto the collar there, and then we shall get our, I'll give it a little wipe, and then we'll get our clamps on there. Now, as I say, these clamps, you have a special tool to close them, but if you haven't got this and you haven't got these, and sometimes I'd rather use a tie wrap just to put around a zip tie and do it like that really. But I'll try this one and we'll see what we'll see if this works nicely. So we'll make sure that we put that on there, right up to the edge of this here. This goes like that actually. Like I say though, bloody zip tie is better than a lot of this stuff. Right guys, so we've got this round here, and I'm going to see if this works. I reckon better with zip ties, I'll be honest. Yeah. Myself, I am going to use zip ties in the future, let me tell you. Because these, they're not worth messing with, I'll be quite honest. I mean, that's on guys, but actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the zip tie on the other one. Use a zip tie on the other one, I would say. Right guys, so like I say, these are alright to a point, but the zip tie, much easier. Just put on that, there, and then fasten that off, and we'll get a pair of snippers. So just pull that tighter, and then that's it. That's really nice and tight. That's not coming off. We'll snip that. Cut that. And So that's that, guys. That's on nicely, that's sealed nice, that'll keep water out. So what we're going to do now, we've got to get it back together and get the wheel on. Right, guys, so it's gone dark here, so we're working by light. So we've got the other things up, bottom ball joint, track rod end, tie rod end. Just going to put the, we're going to get the brakes on and then the ABS sensor on, and we're going to then put the brakes on, and we're actually going to tighten this up to tight, and then we'll get the wheel on, and that's it. So this is next day. My camera died last night, and so we got the wheel back on, sensor on beforehand, and made sure that everything was tightened up, and that's it. So thanks for watching, and if you like this video, like and share it, subscribe if you like, and thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.